Alright, here we have Farm for Your Life being played on Nintendo Switch. So we've got options. Enable tutorials, story mode only, peaceful mode, enable shadows, and then volume effects, language and controls. So it shows you what the controls are based on the controller you have. That's kind of useful. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and go back. Alright, so you've got story mode, which gives you a story. You've got endless mode. Load game, resume game, or resume game here. So this game takes heavy inspiration from games like Harvest Moon. So here is the game here. So here's my character. So you have a farm that you have to defend from zombies. So I mean, I guess it's a combination, or yeah, it's a combination of like Plants vs Zombies and Harvest Moon, which is a kind of interesting combination. Or maybe I guess maybe Get Off My Lawn and Harvest Moon. But so the point of the game is to harvest crops, like I'm doing here. Just like you would in Harvest Moon, and you can take care of animals and such as well. Okay, so put those in the box. Oh, come on. There we go. So in addition to the farm, the plants, and the animals you have to take care of, you also have to take care of, and the farm you have to defend. You also have a restaurant you have to manage. So there's actually quite a bit to the game here. So you can come over here to this person here, and you have various things you can build based on the items that you have. So right now I can go ahead and build a food storage, so I can store food there. That's handy. So now I don't have to go back to my box to get the food, so that's good. Okay, and then I'll wash the plate, and then I gotta go to these plates over here. Come on. So when you actually, so yeah, there's a lot to the game here. There's quite a bit. So when you go to cook food, so for instance, this person wants baked corn, this person wants baked potatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to train. No, I'm not. I take that back. I'm going to go ahead and cook the corn. So I'm going to get corn, put the corn in there. That's going to cook. Now, people come up to the restaurant saying, hey, I want this in exchange for this. So they want some baked corn in exchange for some scrap. Now, if you want all of their scrap, you can do that. But you have to make sure that you are counting their offer. So let's say I'm okay with getting rid of my apples. Okay, that has now balanced the scale, and you can go and make an offer, and they'll accept it. Now, the interesting thing about the game is that once you accept their offer, they'll sit down at the table as if they're going to get their food. So that's kind of interesting that they'll sit there until they actually get their food. I would think that they would say, okay, as long as you have it available, I'll go ahead and take it. So you don't have to have the food ready before you actually accept their offer, which is kind of interesting. I would expect it to be like, well, no, you don't have the food. We can't make the trade. But that's cool that it does that. Okay, so he wanted corn as well. I'm gonna go ahead and cook the corn. Grab the plate. Grab the plate. There we go. And I'm gonna wash the plate. And just in time for this to be done. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and give that to him. And I'll come over here and see what this person wants. Baked corn in exchange for some scrap. Okay. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and do 4 corns. Actually, no. Actually, I don't need the seeds, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and take the corn back. There we go. Okay. So now I've got the parts, and they need the corn. So I'll cook some more corn there. Actually, can I cook? Oh, I can't. I was like, I can cook more than one. No, I can't. Oh, yeah, they want potatoes. I need to... There, okay, you're done. Awesome. Alright, so that's the restaurant portion of it. And you can also, like, you can come over here and you can buy stuff from her. So if I needed a dish or I needed some glasses, I can go ahead and get those. Baked potato recipe, I definitely need that. So let's see, for that she wants either 5 potatoes or 9 corn or 5 tomatoes. So we'll go with 5 tomatoes because that's the least amount. We're going to go ahead and say okay to that. So now I got the baked potato offer, or baked potato recipe. Oh, I need corn. I didn't do that yet. So now that's cooking. Okay, now if I wanted... Oh, so this guy over here, he actually can work in your farm or work in your restaurant, which is kind of cool. So if I wanted to go and take this baked corn over to him, I can do that. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I also had ZR to fast forward time. And then LNR to go ahead and play the game. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give him the corn. He's going to eat that. And then, so I got another guy over here. We're going to go ahead and cook more corn. Oh, we got a line going on here. Baked corn. Okay, you got it. That's cool. Go with that. Sure. Okay. And then what do you... Okay, well, I don't have chairs for you. I need to build more chairs. Definitely need to build more chairs. Alright, so I need to actually go ahead and do the potato recipe. So the way that you learn recipes or get better recipes is kind of interesting. You got a Fruit Ninja mini game, which is kind of interesting. It's actually kind of difficult in that you have to know what the buttons are, and it can get kind of oops. Kind of hard to do it here because you have to not only do the buttons really quickly, but you have to not chop the wrong vegetable. And you have to ensure that it falls in in the pot. Okay, and we did that wrong. Okay, so it also takes forever for the vegetables to actually fall in the pot. I mean, notice that none of them have actually fallen in the pot yet. So I think that it would have been nice to have the mini game. I mean, the mini game's kind of cool, but at the same time, like, there needs to be a better way to do it. And also, you notice the game is kind of laggy. It'll, oops. It will have chopped the vegetable even before you start the mini game, which is kind of interesting, or kind of dumb, honestly. So I think the mini game should have been implemented a little bit better. But all in all, I do like it. I do like the nod to Fruit Ninja. I think it's kind of cool. Vegetable Ninja, I guess. Or whatever you want to call it. Well, let's see if that's enough to get it here. I love how now it's going really slow. Oh, I want to do it again. Let's see if I can do it. Oops. Nope. I'm gonna skip this. Okay, so I can cook it now. Cool. Yeah, I totally failed that. I can still cook it. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Okay, what do you want? Baked potatoes. Okay. Alright, I'm actually going to go ahead and just take all your scrap. And 4 corns. I can do that. Okay, now in addition to again, in addition to the restaurant, you have to defend your farm every so often. Now, because I have a helper in the farm, I don't think it's going to be much of an issue, which is really handy to have, honestly, because without it, I'd be running around and just kind of not being able to manage it very well. So it definitely helps that you've got a helper on the farm there. So I'm going to go ahead and do another potato. Now, my only complaint with this game, honestly speaking... Oh, cool. There's a plate out here. My only issue with the game, honestly speaking, from a technical standpoint, is the lack of any type of cursor. So, for instance, like... No, you didn't want... Oh, you didn't want that. You wanted, I think. No, what the... Okay. Oh my god. I think the game just crashed or something. I mean, that is a baked potato, right? I mean... Yeah, that's a baked potato. So you should... Oh my god. Okay, so she wants a baked potato. She won't have a baked potato because You guys didn't want it. I don't know. But like I said, there's the lack of a cursor is really annoying. So like if you, for instance, if I go over here, actually I'm gonna have to defend my farm real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and that's not doing a very good job. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna grab. Come on, drop it. There we go. I'm actually going to grab an apple. There we go. Okay. So if I were to come over here, right, and grab the watering can, I'm actually going to fill it up here, actually, real quick. But I'll show you something here. So if I were to, like, so I got one of these plants, right? There's corn and stuff here. So if I were to try to water these guys, there's no indication as to which one I'm actually watering. And that's a problem. I mean, that's yeah, I mean, there should be an indicator on the ground, like a little square, like you know, kind of like Harvest Moon does. Some kind of indicator, an arrow, a square, something indicating where you're pointing, because it's really annoying when you're trying to fertilize your crops, or if you're trying to water your crops. You can't really do that effectively because you have no idea where your guy is facing. That's not cool. I mean, that just needs to that's gotta be fixed, guys. I'm just saying it's gotta be fixed. Maybe it's an oversight, I'm not entirely sure, but definitely something needs to be addressed. And the game is a bit glitchy, as you can tell here. See, now, I don't think they're even there anymore. Okay, no, she's still there, but I don't think she is. Oh, she's still there too. Okay. So, will you take this then? There we go. No, you'll take it. Whatever. Okay, now we're going to cook corn. Okay, so yeah, the game is a bit glitchy. You can walk through characters, you can try to give them stuff, they won't actually take it. And another thing is when you're in here, or if you're in the store, occasionally what will happen is when you come out of it, oh, apple juicer, cool, I'll do that. But occasionally, the store will go black, or screen will go black, and you'll have to save the game and reload. Thankfully, you can save the game at any point by hitting the plus button and hitting save. And it'll save even if it's glitched, and that way when you reload it up, it'll actually go ahead and still be okay. Which is definitely handy. But yeah, so I mean, aside from the occasional glitches of walking in place like you just saw, and lack of a cursor and the occasional crash with the menu system, the game is overall very enjoyable, and definitely one I would recommend despite its flaws. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we'll do corn and tomato. Here we go. Okay. And make offer. Cool. Alright. And you wanted, but you want potato. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Oh. Clean that. And I'll stick around here because actually it's clicking pretty quick. Okay. Give that to you and come over here. And what do you want? You want corn in exchange for, ooh. You have cups. I want cups. Okay. Oh boy, yeah, cups are expensive. Cups are very expensive. Alright, so can I just do a couple of apples? And some tomatoes. And yeah, cups are very expensive. We'll do... Forget it. I don't need my tomatoes. It's fine. Okay, so, but now I've got cups. That's cool. I got cups. Yay. Okay. Okay, and then you wanted... Oh, you're still eating. You want a baked potato, though. Okay, we'll go ahead and... do that here. Oh. Yeah, see, it's glitched. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, I mean, despite the glitches, this game's pretty fun. I definitely would recommend it. Again, despite its issues, it definitely is a fun game, entertaining game, and definitely worth it if you like games like Harvest Moon, Plants vs Zombies. Definitely worth checking out. So I want to thank the developer for the reputation of the game. The game is great. Developer and publisher, actually. Definitely worth checking out. So I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, till next time. Take care and happy gaming.